Hello and good evening, everyone, to another edition of Friends of Thunder, Storm King's Thunder, brought to you by Gear Gaming 365. We don't really have any announcements today. I'm just kind of winging a lot of different things. It's right after the holidays, so you're going to have to forgive me for that, but it's still going to be hopefully entertaining for everybody. We met quite a while ago. Do you guys even remember where we were? Anybody?
I remember.
Tribor.
Yeah, Tribor was the town that we're in.
Yeah.
I remember Octavio going up to the mansion
Yep.
and swiping a pummeled bird
Yeah.
or creature, some sort of creature from
Rabbit.
the front of the manor.
A rabbit.
Yeah. And then he proceeded to come over to the tavern where I was trying to get some information out of the bartender about like the leader of this town.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty funny.
yeah, because he told you about his dream of turning this particular bar, which happens to be a complete and utter dive. Just to like really reiterate like how trashy this place is. There are holes in the roof, and birds have made nests in the rafter beams, so there's bird shit on all the tables.
Fantastic.
Pretty bad.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome.
I remember that I went to a local forge and I think he's a dwarf.
Yeah, you met Faux Hammer.
Yep,
Delrin Faux Hammer.
He gave me a piece of steel or iron or something and said, "Craft this into a weapon."
Yep, and you're currently over there. So we'll pick it up. Yeah, you guys made it to Tribor. You guys have not turned in the whole quest, the whole reason for you to be here to Tribor. You have not managed to accomplish that yet. But we'll pick up with Droon outside of, I believe that is the... what is that? That's a troll. Something troll. The Talking Troll, which is the bar right here. Yeah, this is the Talking Troll. Droon, Octavio just ran up to you and said something about stone creatures and like had a rabbit in his mouth and finished eating it. Is pretty much where we'll pick up. So.
All right. Do you want me to roll a perception check to see if I actually understood what he said? Because if his mouth is full. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if you feel like it, go for it.
Yeah. You know what? Sure. I'll go ahead and do that. Just first roll of the night. Let's get the ones out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds good to me. If I can navigate my character sheet here. Jeez.
Jeez. You're not even ready. Oh my god.
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just that's not the right one.
Persuasion?
That's persuasion.
Okay. Yep, that's not.
I persuade myself that I know what he's talking about now. Here we go.
Perception.
Yep, there, that's better.
Okay.
That's better.
So the cat ran up to you and went.
And I'm gonna be like, "Damn it, Octavio! What have we told you about talking with your mouth full?"
Okay. Wait. This is really good. Okay. Yeah. So there's a house over there. Oh, hold on. Okay. There's a house over there, and there's like some kind of stone creature on top of it. Looks like a gargoyle. And it tried to take the rabbit, but it didn't actually eat it, so I took it from him. But it's weird. I guess it's guarding that house for some reason.
So, like, while he's talking to Droon, Droon kind of like puts his hands on his hips, and he's like, He looks over at the house, like towards the direction of the house. And he's like, "Yeah, that's probably a gargoyle then." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Maybe we could check it out. Like, he might have like other rabbits in there, or I don't know.
Well, that would do well for our supplies traveling in the future. However, I was about to walk my way over to the local barracks and talk with somebody who seems to be the leader around here. Perhaps she could give us insight as to that house and maybe even point us in the direction of the woman we're here to look to. The woman we are here to speak to. Brain, what is it?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
That's okay. Food kind of does that to people sometimes.
Right. Well, yeah, I'll walk with you.
You're just walking through town to do monstrous phrases. Walking through town, one of them's like eating the spine out of a rabbit.
As you guys pass this building right here, you can tell that the yard is full of weeds. The buildings, there's definitely that building is abandoned. I mean, for sure, the windows are boarded up. There's holes in the roof. Actually, most of the roof is missing. It seems that most of the villagers have stolen the roof tiles off of this particular house.
This town looks worse than the last one.
Yeah, and yet it doesn't seem to have been attacked or anything that I can see.
No, not that you can see. You guys are passing here on your right-hand side, an establishment that has a sign out front of it, and it says "The Cart and Coin." It seems to be there's a couple of people working a couple of horses out here in the yard. Looks like they're exercising horses as you guys are moving through town.
Seems to be some sort of stable. I'll make a note of that for later.
You guys are passing a sort of a wide open space here on the left-hand side. It would appear that this is probably some sort of like campground / staging area for caravans. You can see that there's a bunch of wagons over here in this area, and there's some tents that have been pitched in this area. There's also an individual going around that seems to... Oh, he really jumps far there. He's going around. He seems to be like picking up horse shit. And like kind of just working his way around the yard.
Jerome will kind of just muse to himself, a simple but noble task. It's good to see a citizen exercising due diligence and taking pride in their work.
Probably not the guy you're looking for, though.
No.
Probably not. You guys are passing here on your left-hand side. Another looks like campground / staging area for caravans or whatever going in and out of Tribor. You look up and you see in the center of this square here a decidedly stone tower leaning to the east, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa leaning to the east. Definitely not square by any means of the imagination. Hanging over the front door of this particular thing is a banner which depicts 3 black boars running towards the head of the banner on a blood-red field.
I wonder if they built it crooked, or if it was if there was a earthquake or something.
Well, judging by the state of the rest of the town, they might not have too many able-bodied craftsmen here.
You're noticing that this whole entire area around the tower seems to be like the local marketplace too. It's fairly crowded. People seem to be going to and fro. There are farmers there. There are people selling like horse tack, bridles, saddles, horse riding clothes, and all that stuff. This seems to be the marketplace for this particular town.
That's probably a good spot to look for information.
I agree.
Where do you guys want to go? What do you guys want to do?
Well, Drune's gonna head straight for the tower because that's kind of his objective.
Okay.
He's gonna try and kind of like push his way through the throng without unduly shoving anyone. I mean, he's a big boy, so
well,
it might happen.
It's not a super crowded marketplace. It's bustling, but it's not like a city where people are jam-packed, really in tight. You got a good walkway through there.
It's a small community, so there's not that many people.
Correct. As you guys are approaching the tower, let's go ahead and put you guys on hold, and we'll pick up with Rivik over here in the smithy, the faux hammer smithy. Rivik Geldrin faux hammer had given you a piece of steel, and he said, "You're from the forge? Make me something."
I decided I was going to try and craft a mace.
Try and craft a mace. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's first of all, why don't you give me? Let me see. Let's do a strength, but you can go ahead and add your proficiency. So let's. Are you proficient with athletics?
I am not.
Not proficient with athletics, huh? Let's see.
But I do have a 4 in it, so.
Yeah, well, your proficiency bonus adds a little bit extra since you are proficient with Smith's tools. Why don't you roll a d20 and add 7 to it?
So just natural, just like a regular 20.
Yeah, you can also type in /roll 1d20 plus 7.
$20.
20. Okay. All right. So you've got the strength of a smith, working at the anvil and heating the piece of iron. Seems to be something that he. All right. Then let's do. Let's see. Let's do a dexterity check. What's your dexterity modifier?
3.
3. So this one, I'm gonna say just roll a d20 and add 3 to it. So this is to get the shape of the mace that you're trying to make. Bow, bow, bow. Up there.
Not so good.
Okay, well, it's a mace, so it's just a ball, on the end of a metal rod. So that's not exactly that bad or anything like that. All right, then you realize that you beat one side of the, lump a little more than you should have. So let's do a wisdom to see if you can figure out how to correct the flaw that you currently have worked into the piece of metal.
So a d20 plus 6.
Yes.
Alright. Here we go again. That's
Oh, no!
Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. So, this particular metal that you are working with seems to be very difficult. As you're sitting there, like, trying to struggle at, like, making the mace, Gildren comes over, looks at you, looks at what you've made. Well, I should have known better than to give you that. Here, give me that. Reaches down with a pair of tongs and grabs the hot lump of whatever the heck you've made and just kind of like sets it off to the side. Starts rooting through some different pieces of metal that he's got lying around. He picks up this iron bar that's probably about 2 feet long, about 6 inches in diameter, and he's kind of, no, that won't do. Picks up another one, it's about 4 inches in diameter. He bites on it. Yeah, maybe let's try this one. So.
Alright. I'll give this another shot.
Okay, we'll come back to you and your smithing here. Alright, so Droon and Octavio, you make your way across the open market to the Lord Protector's tower.
Alright, as we approach, is there like a guard?
Nope.
Is it an open door?
There is a door, but it's actually hanging open. You could see inside. Essentially just a square sort of room. There does seem to be like maybe a smaller room to the back corner, but there's a bunch of different tables set out there, and there's a human female that's kind of been running around here. She's just standing there. There's no real like
Desk or anything?
Desk or anything like that. Yeah.
So keeping things kind of professional, he kind of like knocks on the door and clears his throat as he kind of fills in the door frame.
Yes. Come in.
So he'll kind of step inside and make room for Octavio as well.
Yeah, I'll follow. What a wonderful castle you have.
Yeah, it's shit because it leans.
Well, that could be an artistic choice.
Yeah, it could have been, but I think the people that first built it were probably just lazy and didn't know how to really build. But that's my opinion. Regardless,
It's okay.
My name is
I like to speak.
Dartheria.
Dartheria.
Dartheria,
Nice to
yes.
meet you.
How can I help you?
Actually, you are just the person I was looking for. I am known as Droon, and this here is my compatriot Octavio. We have just arrived with some of our. Oh, sorry, you're gonna say
No,
something.
it's okay. I was just saying. I smile big with fang teeth.
Oh,
She just kind of like glances back and forth at you. She doesn't seem to be overly impressed.
Yeah. We have just arrived in town from a journey from Nightstone with a few of our other compatriots, and we were hoping you could provide us with some information.
Well, listen, as Lord Protector of this particular place, I don't have a whole lot of time to cater to every single adventurer that comes in, but you caught me in a good mood, so what sort of information can I help you with?
Well, first of all, we need to know if you have experienced, meaning your town, has experienced any sort of attacks or strange weather patterns or any signs of giant activity in these recent times.
Giant activity, say you?
Yes.
Okay.
The town of Nightstone was almost completely destroyed by giants seemingly throwing boulders from above.
So this is the individual that you're talking to, just so you have a visual of the...
Yeah, she definitely looks unimpressed.
Yeah, she definitely looks unimpressed.
She's got a bard symbol there. That's cool.
Do a perception check, actually. Well, funny that you happen to say something like that. I just happened to send the 12 up to the Westfarl Ranch to check on some rumors that they had heard of... No, I'm sorry. The Broken Yoke Ranch and down towards the Merry Meadow Ranch. So, on the very bottom corner of your map, I'm going to show you guys. This is Tribor and the outlying ranches. So she says that she sent the 12 out to Broken Yoke Ranch to investigate some reports of giants in the area.
12, 2. Okay. He kind of just, in inner monologue, he kind of just chuckles at how he wonders if the Broken Yoke Ranch is a like a chicken farm. He kind of just assumes that it would be. Mentally, check for. Sorry, I'm trying to keep notes of the
You're
story
fine.
stuff.
No, you're good.
I'm actually interested in it.
I'll be right back.
I'll be left front.
Nice. The dad jokes. Love it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. So, and he'll say, the 12 of those, like, a riding force, elite fighting force for the town.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, the regular militia, they all take turns serving in the 12. They're essentially our mounted police force. Each person takes a month, essentially, their duty in the 12. They help me keep the peace and kind of patrol the streets, and, we always have caravans coming and goings, and adventuring parties and mercenaries traveling through, so they kind of just help, a bit with that. But yeah, some of the outlying farms reported troubling news of giants, so I sent them out there to investigate. Well, they should be back in a day or so.
Well, perhaps we will wait around for them.
But you say there was giant activity, like a town got attacked?
Yes, unfortunately. We've come across some information that is troubling indeed. There may be some sort of struggle amongst giant society itself. We haven't yet discerned who is ultimately responsible, but I would urge you and your townsfolk to be cautious all the same.
Cloud giants from the sky.
Cloud giants
Drew-
from the sky.
Droon will kind of like, his eyes will flick over. Like, he does like a little side glare. Because it's like, I mean, he's not going to say anything at this point, but we don't actually know exactly which faction is doing it. But yes, they came from the sky, so it's a strong suspicion that, cloud giants are involved, but we don't know for certain.
For your perception roll, there's a message to you, Jarrett.
Okay.
Well, I haven't heard anything about any cloud giants or anything like that, or really any specific type of giants. That's kind of troubling to know that other towns have been attacked.
Yes. There, actually, he just thinks for a moment. Are there any notable landmarks? Anything that this town is known for? Anything that might seem out of the ordinary with the rest of the buildings?
Just our horses. Not necessarily anything else. Really, that's the only thing Tribor is known for, is the fact that almost all the ranches and farms around here cater to the horses, and we provide some of the best horses in the Desarian Valley.
Okay. My other question. We came here ultimately seeking, I think, out of character, I think it's a woman. It's a woman, right, that we're looking for?
You're correct.
Yeah, I forgot that too. I remember it was a woman, but I can't remember her name.
Let's see. Do I have it? Elastra.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah, I don't know her last name, but I'm assuming it's Olgar as well.
It is.
Elastra Olgar. So he'll ask her. We also came seeking a woman named Elastra Olgar. We have some distressing news to share with her.
Well, that's it's kind of bad. Where is she? Similar trading post. Sorry, I needed to look it up.
Yes.
It's all good.
Where in the heck is it? Now I can't find this individual. I had it earlier. I took the book with me to work to read at lunch so that I could be ready for today. And now all of a sudden I can't find, like, the one individual name that you guys are like, I had it earlier.
It's not easy when they put it in one spot,
No, it's
The
really
best-
not.
The best laid plans.
It's completely the best laid plans. No, that's not it. That's not it. Ah, yeah. She runs the Lion's Share. It's actually pretty much right next door here. And she would step out to the doorway and kind of point to that building right there.
Oh, convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not
What luck.
exactly popular here. They Lion Shield Cloister runs out of the city of Yarder, and apparently there's been a long-standing feud between Tribor and Yarder. So there's that.
Hmm.
Well, that's okay. We're not popular either.
Yes. Well,
Appreciate the candor. It's good to know.
well, thank you, Dorathra. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Absolutely. Listen, you guys are adventurers, I take it?
Yes, of a feather.
Do either one of you have feathers? Wait, that's a personal question. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like to fight people.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind too. So, the news of giants in the area has got me a bit concerned, and I sent the 12 out to one of the outlying farms. I would like to see if I could recall them back, or at least maybe have you guys go check in and come back, if at all possible, if it's within your, like, purvey of things that you've got to do here in Tribor. Willing to pay 5 gold apiece?
Well, I will. I see no reason not to accept your offer, but we do have companions around the city, and I would like to confer with them first.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Listen, it's not really that big of a deal. No worries. You guys do what you got to do. Thank you, though, for stopping in.
Oh, one more thing. Are there actually boars here?
Well, there's the ones on the banner. But
I mean,
here or like
yeah.
in town?
In the area.
Oh, I think down south, the Singing Hill Ranch. I think they raise boars, perhaps.
Oh.
Okay, so Drew will he's kind of they started to walk away, and then he turns around to talk with her some more about boars. So he'll kind of spin around and kind of put a shoulder on Octavio's, or put a hand on Octavio's shoulder, and he'll say, "Octavio, you just ate. Come on." You don't need any more. You don't need any more protein today.
All right. Okay.
All right, Rivik, you back?
Yeah, I've been back.
Okay. Let's ask you. 3 rolls I had you make last time. I'm gonna ask you what order you want to try to do them in this time around.
I'll do the same order.
Same
It's
order?
fine.
Okay, that's fine. This time around, I'm going to let you add your proficiency bonus to all 3 of them. I believe that you have on your character sheet. Let me take a look at it real quick, because I think I put it there. In your tools section, something that says tool, and it says Smith's Tools there. You see that?
Yep.
Okay.
It's 7.
All right. So that's not what I meant to do. So if you click on that little cogged wheel right there, it jumps open, and then you can like change the modifier here. You see a little drop down menu. So where it says Dexterity now,
Oh, okay.
and then it says Wisdom now, and then it says Strength now. And then if you click on the cog wheel, it should go back. That's kind of the best thing to do. All right, so let's do that. You click on that Smith's Tools, and those for strength, dexterity, and wisdom.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Good roll.
And now drop down the menu and go to dexterity.
Yeah.
Cog. Smith's Tools again.
Yeah. Ooh, much better. this time around. Yeah. Okay.
And now wisdom.
Okay. Clicky click click clack. Tank.
Nice.
Tank. All right. So yeah, this metal is the metal that you seem to, you recognize the feel of this particular metal. You recognize how hard to hit it, and you wind up crafting a fairly decent mace. We'll say it's above quality. You've finished up your smithing, you've got your mace there, and you've finished adding the little spikes to it. If you want to put spikes on it, or do you want to have a plain mace?
No, it's cool. Spiked mace would be nice.
Okay, so little spikies on the end of your mace there, and Gendron, he comes over and he looks at it closely, looks at you. Well, you for sure it ain't a dwarf.
It's that obvious.
Could be to some, might not be to others. Listen, I've been looking for an apprentice for quite some time. Nobody around here seems to be able to forge shite. But you seem to do okay with the regular old steel. Mithril now, that's not your cup of tea yet, but maybe we could work up to that. How long does one of your kind live for?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh, never mind. It's fine. You don't live as long as a dwarf. I could probably guarantee you that. But if you'd done with your life as an adventuring and you want to settle in here some, I've got myself a great reputation as some of the finest exquisite works to come out of all of the Tribor and the Desarian Valley, and I look to be aiming to keep it that way.
While your offer of apprenticeship is very much appreciated, I am also of an adventuring party that I am traveling with.
I see. Well,
I came inside your forge because it reminded me of home.
well, yeah, that's for sure. Listen, you can keep that if you want to keep it. It's the least I can do for decent amount of work there. Have you got yourself a signature or a brand that you inscribe on your weapons?
Not currently.
Well, why don't you think about it and maybe you give me a general idea of what you'd like it to look like, and maybe I can craft you up one. What say you?
That would be very generous of you. I appreciate it.
Logo design class.
Let me ask you a question now. Have you heard of the Allfather Modred?
I do not think so.
Well, clearly you're sort of a religious feller, yeah? Or is it more
I
like
am a
god of...
I am a cleric.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, like, which deity you follow?
That's a great question.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I understand that's a personal question. I understand. Some people are a little shy about just whipping it right out there. It's okay. Don't worry.
Out of character, I really don't think I have picked that.
Oh, well, here's an opportunity to be thinking about what you would like your little smithing symbol to potentially look like, as well as your deity, while I go check in with the others. Cool?
Okay.
Alright. Octavio and Droon. Where do you guys want to go? What do you guys want to do?
Oh, I guess we're gonna
and by the
deliver
way,
the bad news.
Rivik, you don't have to stay there, by the way. You can come out and think about it and, like, re-interact with the rest of the party.
If you choose.
If you choose. It's up to you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Octavio. Continue.
No, that's okay. Maybe we should get Rivik to deliver the bad news. He seems like someone who would be good at that.
Putting them in all the uncomfortable positions. All of them.
Great, that's great.
Thanks, guys.
Shallow and pedantic. Oh, jeez.
I mean, he's like a religious person. Like, he probably has to comfort people or something. Like, I don't know.
I mean, what is he gonna tell them? They're gonna craft a better life in the in the Great Forge beyond.
I mean, that's pretty good, right?
Kind of just like hold his chin and like, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
All right.
Well, we I don't know. He seemed to be. Did we actually know that he split off from our party?
Yeah, he probably told you that he went to the smithy.
Right. Well, if he hasn't returned yet, he's probably busy. Maybe we should press on.
All right.
So, I think we're gonna go ahead. Jeez, my mouth is not wanting to work today. I think we are going to go ahead and move towards the. I already forgot the name.
The Lion's Share.
The Lion's Share.
The Lion's Share happens to be What looks to be a recently refurbished building. Above the store's entrance hangs a polished shield emblazoned with the head of a stylized golden lion on a blue background.
Okay, I like that.
You recognize this symbol from Nightstone, from the Lion Shield Cloister.
Filthy Alliance.
Filthy Alliance. Yeah. Filthy Lord's Alliance? Oh, wait, aren't you a member of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. It's just mine's cooler. It has 2 words in it. It's not the Alliance. It's the Lord's Alliance.
Oh, I get it. Good. So yes, it does look like the World of Warcraft Alliance symbol, I guess it would be.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I get where you're going there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, it's a pretty nice looking store.
One more quick question. Did what's his face? The dwarf at the cloister. Did he give me back the scrap of cloth from the body?
Yeah.
Or did he keep it?
Yeah, he would have given that to you.
Okay, cool. So I have something to show this woman to prove. Cool.
I mean,
Well,
it's
kind of.
she's gonna be all like, I don't. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens. I just wanted to make sure I had it because I'm like, oh crap. She's not gonna believe a word we say.
Probably not.
We have to try anyway.
Yeah.
So, as we approach, Journal, if the door is closed, he'll knock on the door.
It's open. There seems to be several people kind of shopping in this particular store. This individual here seems to be taking care of the people that you see.
Okay.
Run around.
I don't like shopping.
Oh god, I had a quip, then I forgot what it was. Like I had the punchline for the quip, but I didn't have the the actual delivery.
It's cool. We get it.
So again, I'll just walk inside and I'll kind of clear my throat. Excuse me.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I'll be right with you. It's kind of a busy day in here today. The gentleman that just spoke to you looks like this. So that's a gentleman that just spoke to you. He finishes up with his customers on the other side, and he makes his way over to you. Greetings, salutations. My name is Narth. How can I help you?
Greetings, Narth. I am Droon, and I am looking for. One second. Get up the name again to remember how to say it. All right. Narth. Narth.
Help myself.
I was thinking the same thing, just pinky in the brain.
Yep, me too.
Narth.
I'm looking for Alestra. Alestra Ulgar.
Yes, she's here. One moment, please. She's in the back. That's where we sell the adventuring gear, like weapons and armor and stuff like that. If you'd like to talk to her, you can just head to the back.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I
No
like
problem.
armor. You know.
I'll do that. What was that?
I like weapons and armor. You know, I mean.
Me too. Convenient.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We get
So you guys
kill 2 birds with 1 sword.
head back, and there is a middle-aged female. I don't have a picture of this particular individual that is standing there. She currently seems to be restocking some of the shelves. Looks up and says, "Oh, hello.
Greetings, ma'am.
I'm not. You're probably a double XL? Yeah, I'm not sure. I have." She starts like going through the armor to like.
I kind of wave at her when she says hello, and I kind of push Droon in front of me.
Oh,
Is that one of is that one of those tabaxi?
yeah, he certainly takes the back seat.
Yeah.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny. And tall.
I'm weird though, you know. I don't. A lot of people don't think that tabaxi sleep in houses and stuff, but we do. But I tend to live a little rustic. That's what someone in a bar said.
Oh, to each their own, dearie. Whatever floats your boat or, sails your ship, that's what I always say.
I appreciate that. I've got a good axe though, and I don't necessarily need armor. So,
Oh,
but we did come looking for you though.
came
Drew.
looking for me? She takes like a couple of steps back. You're not here to rob us, are you?
No, nothing
No,
like that.
no.
Oh, good. Okay.
Perhaps Drune will kind of look around and he'll see if there's any seating available.
There doesn't look to be any stools or any chairs or anything like that.
I would say that you might want to sit down, but there doesn't appear to be anywhere to do that. We both come from Nightstone. We came from Nightstone with a few other members of our party,
Okay.
and at the behest of whatever the dwarf's name that ran the thing.
Okay.
It's regarding your ex-husband.
What about him?
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but and he'll pull out the cloth that was on his thing and offer it to her and say he was killed in a goblin raid on the town, and we thought it best to let his, I guess, next of kin know of his passing.
She slowly kind of extends her hands and like grabs the cloth from you, and she pulls it close. Yes!
Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. I was waiting for it.
She like starts dancing around. She's all like, "He's dead! Woo! He's dead!" A few minutes later, Narth is all like, "Are you okay, Alistra?" She's like, "Yes. Listen, I'm fine." She sort of like collects herself.
Drune is kind of like flabbergasted right now. He's not even saying nothing.
I walk back up to Droon and like put my hand on her shoulder. I'm like, "Well, we did a good job. All right, let's go."
No. Listen, you traveled a very long way to deliver this news to me. The least I could do is offer you a reward.
Reward.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are obviously adventurers, aren't you?
And then I straighten up and I'm like, "We are."
Drew kind of just shakes out of his reverie, like, yes, we are. What did you have in mind?
Well, let's see. Will you be traveling far and wide?
Kind of look over at Octavio. Yes, we will.
Yeah. Sure.
Since you brought me such good news, I am really inclined. Why don't you two just wait right here? I've got to run upstairs and grab something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
She disappears. While she disappears, let's pick up with Rivik in the north side of town. Have you given any thought to those two challenges that I gave you there?
I sent you a link in Discord.
Oh, you sent me a link in Discord. Okay, hold on a second. The recording is going to get all funky as I try to find Rivik's link. Okay. Let's see. Ew, okay. How do you pronounce that? Thermacool?
Yeah, I wasn't really
Sure
either.
It's
I think
T-H...
Thermacool. Is how
Thermacool?
it's
Yeah, okay.
Thermacool.
Okay, I
That's
could
how
get
it's
down with
pronounced.
Thermacool. Alright. Jump
That
back into
sounds
recording.
very temperature related. It's like like
Yeah.
thermal.
Pretty,
Thermacool.
pretty much.
Thermacool. Yeah.
So, Thermacool. I guess I could read a little bit about it, if
Sure.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Please feel free.
His aliases are the Tender of the Forge. His alignment is true neutral. His divine rank is a demigod. His pantheon is a Morden salmon, also known as a dwarf. And his portfolio in 5e is fire, forges, and molten rock. He works for the domains of forge and light.
Really
His
awesome.
home plane is Celestia, and his worshippers are dwarf smiths and dwarf combat engineers.
Awesome. Well, then you should take some time and annotate that on your character sheet
Can try.
somewhere, however you want to do that. And then, any symbology are you taking from this particular deity? Do you want to still think about that for a little while longer? You have time.
No. His symbology is a flaming axe. So I figure a flaming axe with a dragon's head would be excellent for my own symbol.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's see.
Because it represents the deity that I'm looking at, and also
your heritage.
my heritage. Yeah.
Let's see. There's not very many images that I can find on the internet that have that sort of themology. Lots of axes, but no flaming axes with dragon's head. There's one, but it looks like it's on a specific artist's page, and I would want permission before I used that particular image. So,
I understand.
so you could always feel free to browse the interwebs, or draw, paint, crayon. I don't care. Your own version of your symbol.
I will look into that for next time.
Sweet. Do you want to, after having revealed this information to Gundren, he nods approvingly. Well, you definitely ain't shite.
Awesome.
That's good. That's good to not be shite.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for saying so, sir.
Well, my opinion ain't worth a whole hill of beans, but
Like true Americans, you give it all the same.
Yep, that's right. Good old brown-blooded dwarf.
Well,
Okay.
So, do you want to leave the forge and try to meet back up with your...
yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Alright, let's drag you across town, drop you on this dilapidated building here. Drag you through here. Alright, so you do know that they went towards, like, the center of town. Where do you want to begin looking for them?
That tower looks like a good place to start.
That tower looks like a good place to start. Okay. You heard the description of the banner earlier of the doorway and saw the picture of the individual that you talked to. She's still in there as you come walking up to the door. Oh, is it just a day for visitors? What the heck? Hi.
Oh my god. Sorry.
It's okay.
Greetings. I'm looking for some companions that might have come through here. One is a Minotaur, and the other is a Tabaxi.
Oh, yeah, I sent them next door. The building straight across the market over there, just the lion's share. They should be there.
Alright, thank you for your information.
As you come in, you hear a lot of yelling, "Yay!" from the back room.
Curious, I'm going to go investigate.
As you investigate, you do see both Drew and Octavio standing there in a room, both looking kind of confused towards each other. They are alone in the room as the woman that they were talking to has gone upstairs to retrieve the item. So, in walks Rivik to the room.
Rivik. Perfect timing. We just delivered the good news of so and so's death in the Goblin Warren.
The loss of a loved one is good news.
Well, apparently they were ex-loved ones, so I guess we did a good thing. She's disappeared to go fetch our reward. And he kind of just like shrugs in his armor, and like the plates kind of shift and clank as he just kind of like shrugs, like
This whole quest is a bust.
I wouldn't call it a well. Unless you're talking about like an artistic bust, but like we're getting a reward out of it, so who knows?
It's true.
She comes downstairs and she seems to have a fairly large, looks like a backpack of sorts in her hands. She sets it down on the floor and says, "Well, oh, hello. You three together?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's with us.
Oh, okay. Well, you three delivered some really great news for me. I'm feeling pretty generous, and so I think that you guys can have this as a reward.
So what does it look like? It's just a big backpack.
It
That's all
looks like a backpack.
Okay. And Drune will kind of lean down and examine it, and it looks like a backpack. Does it seem full? Like, did she seem like she was lugging it around like it's heavy?
All right. Roll an investigation.
Okay.
Be careful, bags can be dangerous.
I'm carrying the most dangerous bag.
Oh.
You reach down and you grab what you think is a plain old backpack, and you pick it up and you're kind of like, "Gee, thanks." As you kind of like look to the one that's hanging off your back, you know.
Yeah. I'm just like, thank you. I
Think.
guess we can always use another traveler's backpack.
I ask her what it is.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked. This is the Heward's Handy Haversack.
Oh.
This backpack has a central pouch and two side pouches, each of which is an extra dimensional space. Each pouch can hold up to 20 pounds of material, not exceeding a volume of 2 cubic feet. The large central pouch can hold up to 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds of material. The backpack always weighs 5 pounds, regardless of what its contents are. Placing an object in the haversack follows the normal rules for interacting with objects. Retrieving an item from the haversack requires the use of an action. When you reach into the havoc for a specific item, the item is always magically on top. The haversack
She knows a lot of meta knowledge for this backpack.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, she's like doing this with it too, you know, the whole time.
Octavio's still like trying to figure out what the word interdimensional means.
The haversack has a few limitations. If it's overloaded, or if a sharp object pierces or tears it, the haversack ruptures and is destroyed. If the haversack is destroyed, its contents are lost forever. Although, an artifact always turns up again somewhere. If the haversack is turned inside out, its contents spill forth unharmed. The haversack must be put right before it can be used again. If breathing creature is placed within the haversack, the creature can survive for up to 10 minutes, after which time never, ever place your Hewer's Handy Haversack in another extra-dimensional space. For all of time and reality, don't cross the streams.
He's just gonna look at her completely flabbergasted and go, "Where did you get this? Like, this thing seems dangerous. Where did you get it?"
Well, I've had that for quite some time now.
True.
Well, thank you for giving us such a valuable object.
It's the least I could do. You gave me some really good news, so...
He'll look over and he'll kind of just nod as he's turning his head over towards Rivik. Yes?
We have 2 interdimensional bags.
You stay the hell away from this one. Let's not tell Degoria about this particular one. Not.
Well,
Think of all the loot, all of our loot that she could steal and hide away.
This is a real item.
it's a real item. Yeah, and everything that I just read is in the information there. Which one of you particular individuals wants to be the carrier of this?
Well,
have
you've already got one. I think somebody who's not in melee combat significantly should be wearing it.
Mhm.
Because the
Which
last
means
thing we
not me.
want, yeah, not me, and not, yeah.
Hmm.
Sad
Nope.
that I'm the one who's not usually in melee combat.
I know. I mean, technically, you could wear them both.
Yeah, yeah.
You can also...
Yeah, right up until I destroy space and time
We're gonna
accidentally.
We're gonna turn Rivik into our pack mule.
Yeah.
You could also give the other one to a different person and just carry this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
I'll
have
tell-
another party member that's not Degaria.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Rivik. You toss me that bag, and I'll toss you this one. Oh, excuse me. Like he looks over at the lady who just gave him this priceless magical artifact, and he'll say, "I'll hand you this one." He
Let's
doesn't
not-
want to rough it up, you know.
How
kind
about
of
we set
rude.
these 2 bags on the floor 10 feet apart from each
No,
other? And
no,
we'll
you
switch
can have
places?
them near. You just can't put them inside each other.
Let's not take any chances.
we're like fully grown men and adventurers being super cautious with a couple of bags.
I just imagine right now, like, Rivik is setting a bag down on the floor, Druin sets a bag down on the floor, and then they, walk across the room, pick up the bags, and then they, walk back towards each other with the bags on them, and it's just like, they didn't even realize.
Oh my god.
And I'm just flabbergasted. I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm like, why can't you just put a bag in a bag?
Because all of space and time will be destroyed.
Because all of our intelligence modifiers are at 0 or less.
It's true. It's very true. You guys need a wizard for
That is
that.
true. That is true.
Oh, wizard would be good.
Oh, that would be great. All right, so yeah, she gives you guys. I went ahead and put the bag of holding on Jarrett's. I put it in your journal, and I put the haversack in Chris's journal.
Okay.
So you guys should
Okay.
have access to those things now.
So essentially, the haversack is a bunch of smaller bags of holding on one item, right?
Yes and no, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, you betcha no.
Hmm.
Remember that guy?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm making fun of him every time I get a chance to.
What? What are you talking about?
For sure, yeah, no. I mean,
Yeah,
yep.
sure, you betcha, uh-huh.
No, yeah.
So, do you think we should get that gold? I mean, that sounded like a pretty easy task. Go and check on some people and come back.
Yes. Perhaps we should go and regroup with our allies before we set off. I don't know how that's gonna work.
You don't know where they went. That's the other
I
thing.
don't know where they went. We
Like-
gotta try and find them first.
Like, I wanted to be like, nah, we probably shouldn't do that. That'd be
just
okay.
just take the money and run. Just go
Well,
and do it
I mean,
ourselves.
we did kind of enter into a pact that kind of said we would share the funds that we made
Hmm.
from the moment of that pact.
Yeah.
So,
There's other places to explore in town, by the way.
That's true. Oh, that's a nice picture. I didn't even see that yet. It's a fancy bag. It's even got a flute on it. Oh man, Degoria's gonna be mad.
What doesn't come with a flute? It's just the picture that they have.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
never mind. Throw it away.
The DM never gives you anything ever again. That's it.
Deal
Yeah.
breaker.
all right. Nope, my train of thought was derailed. I'm sorry.
Why don't we do it? This is a perfect opportunity to take our break then, since we're a little derailed. You guys can get back on track, and I can go use the potty and check on my unsupervised children. No time will pass for you at home, but some time is going to pass for us. It's going to be the time warp. Let's do the time. Well, anyway, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. So just like that, no time passed for you viewers at home, but time passed for us, and we were able to get a break in, although most of us didn't leave the comforts of our chairs. And so far, our adventuring company has delivered the bad news to the NPC and wound up getting a reward of a cool magic item.
Quote unquote bad news.
Yeah, quote unquote bad news. And then they were deciding what they wanted to do with the rest of the time in town, as two of their companions have gone MIA. Today's actually Emma's birthday, so happy birthday, Emma!
Yay!
You are gonna wind up getting this episode like mid-January, which is not Emma's birthday, but that's not the point. We were there in spirit, okay? Totally there in spirit. What do you guys want to do? What does the rest of the group want to do? Friends of Thunder, what are we doing today?
Well, Drew and Octavio just said that we should go check on that group of people just outside of town.
Yeah, actually, how far away is that from the town? It was at the ranch, the Broken Yoke Ranch. How far away is that?
Well, let's see that right there. You know, I'm gonna say that the scale of this map over here, that was 200 feet there, it does not apply to this particular map here. You don't know. Do you want to ask around? See if somebody.
We could ask the person who just gave us a bag how far the Broken Yoke Ranch is.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Sure.
here, technically.
Why not?
Oh,
Already here.
well, about a day's ride.
Oh.
On horses?
Well, I mean, I guess it might be faster if you had a griffin to ride.
Huh, funny she should say that. We don't, though.
I mean, I'm not sure if, like, I don't know how your party dynamics work. I'm not going to assume things here. So, yes, on horse.
Yeah, I don't think you can hold my weight, Octavio.
Probably not. It's possible. I'm pretty fast.
Well, isn't he the bull? Never mind. Listen.
Well, there's a whole other level to it, you know.
Oh, okay.
Should we go to the what was the name of the stable place that we saw earlier? The
stable place? T8? Yeah. T8 is the cart and coin.
Cart and coin. So should we? Would you say we should borrow horses from the cart and coin?
Let's see if they have any griffins. She did say griffins would be faster.
Can we?
That's true, but I don't know.
Do they have griffins here?
I mean, occasionally they attack the far outlying ranches. I mean, if you had bait and time, yeah, you might be able to catch a griffin.
So no. All right. We'll
Answer is no.
We'll
no
go
trained griffins.
We'll go and introduce ourselves to the cart and coin. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
No problem. Yeah. Have a pleasant day. As you guys leave the lion's share, it's a pretty crowded marketplace. It's probably getting on towards just after lunchtime.
Oh yeah, do we have any food? I don't think. Well, I mean, obviously Octavio's eaten. I think you're the only person who has eaten anything this entire game.
You guys have rations? You can eat rations, or maybe you could stop and see what sort of wares that you could get in the town market.
I mean, that rabbit was really good. I could see if I can get you another one of those.
I didn't take conjured food. I took mass healing word. Okay.
That is something that is interesting. I didn't ask Darathra about that house on the hill. Neither did you. I feel like we'd be bugging her though.
I did ask about food, though.
Oh, did you?
About boars. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Octavio, roll a perception check.
Okay. Gotta load my character sheet here. I'm
Oh my gosh, you're not even ready for
not
that.
even ready.
Nope.
Nice.
Yeah, not so
You're too
much.
busy drooling over
Typical.
the pork.
Typical.
Yeah, typical.
Food,
Mine
glorious
somewhere
food.
else.
He's remembering how good that rabbit tasted. So before you get past the Lord Protector's place, did you want to stop and ask any questions?
I guess so. Droon, at the risk of invoking her ire, he will kind of just poke his head into the door and knock on it once more.
Oh,
Excuse-
greetings! You found your way, I see.
Indeed, we did. I hope we're not unduly pestering you today.
Not at all, not at all. I mean, oh, it's been a busy day. Anyway, how can I help?
We were wondering about the large manor that is on the hill on the north end of town.
Oh,
Do you know anything about that place?
Yeah, that's the Boar's Rest. It's a stone mansion of a rich, retired adventurer named Huth Coolstag.
Huth Ulstag. Can you spell that for me?
Sure. Hyuth. Huth. Kolstaag. Huth Coolstag.
Good lord.
Yes, that's. I'm getting better at pronouncing D&D names. Once in a blue moon, does that work?
Yeah.
So it belongs to Steve.
Yeah, well,
Steve.
Cool Steve. Cool Steve.
He had the place built and moved in like 5 years ago. Nobody in town really likes him. He's pretty much an asshole.
Does he cause problems for the town, or is he just
Well,
hard to get along with?
he doesn't specifically like cause problems for the town, but he's never once come to the town's defense. And I know he's a retired mage. And last 2 weeks ago, some assassins came to kill him. And they had to kill another kid to make good their escape. We still haven't heard hide nor hair from his... Nothing. No apology, no offers of condolences, nothing.
Maybe we should stay away from this guy. He seems like nothing but trouble.
I mean, he is a magic user, so...
Well,
Sounds like trouble to me.
yeah.
Yeah, he's... As far as I know, he lives surrounded by all the trophies of his past adventuring days, and he just,
Has
spends
anybody
his time-
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Have you received any complaints about the gargoyles that are guarding his mansion? Have they ever once attacked anyone or left the mansions?
All the damn time. Anytime any person decides to take a shortcut past the front of his house, one of those damn gargoyles comes down and scares the bejesus out of him, and then I have to go up there and knock on his door, and he's all, there's no harm done, the gargoyles didn't really hurt anybody, and I'm all like, keep your gargoyles on your freaking porch, and he's all like, it's just a pain in my ass.
He must have some sort of respect for you, because the gargoyles don't seem to attack you from what you've described.
Huh. They can try. They'd be bits and pieces if they did, let me tell you. They don't really attack anybody. They more just, like, frighten them and scare them and make like they're going to attack them. And, you know, if you're a commoner and there's just a farmer and there's this stone thing flying at you from the air.
Good to know.
I mean, I could deal without the extra harassment of the occasional villager coming in here crying to death about how the stone monsters nearly killed him again. But it's the least of my problems, so.
Well, it would probably be best to let sleeping dogs lie, unless he becomes a true problem. We'll probably stay clear from his house. We don't want any trouble other than what tends to, appear.
Yeah, I asked you guys for a favor earlier, and something else sort of came up while you guys were next door. There's another group of adventurers. Go figure. They're always coming and going here. They got hired by a caravan to escort some goods to Waterdeep. But they came by and told me that one of their party members is missing. They were traveling with a ranger, and the ranger, I guess, went out to Garun Slumber and never met back up with the group. But we don't really know anything about these adventurers or this individual, but they reported it to me, and if you guys are looking for something to do, there's apparently a missing ranger, so...
I don't like big cities.
Well, that's good, because he was lost in the woods.
Oh,
about
I like the woods.
half a mile that way.
Really?
Yeah.
How much does this one pay?
I suppose we would have to strike that deal up with the adventurer group themselves.
Well, they did leave some gold behind as a reward should any information be led to the finding of their particular friend. They happen to leave behind 100 gold pieces.
A sizable reward. Perhaps we should check it out.
It's up to you.
Which direction did you say the woods were?
They're about a half mile to the west. You can't really miss it. So if you head west, you'll see the 6 windows. It's a really chilly, decrepit-looking house out towards the west side of town, and the rest is kind of, or the slumber, whatever it's called back there, the Garun Slumber. It's pretty much the woods behind it. There's a trail through the woods back there. You really can't miss it. Supposedly, Garun Windstrom is the god of tracking, and we get the occasional druid or ranger that wants to spend some time out there in the woods. And Law Tribor states that there's no campfires allowed out there and no cutting down of any trees.
It's kind of a lot of laws for such a small town. Droon kind of just that's in character in his own mind. He's not saying that out loud.
And
but
you really want to upset the potential god of tracking? Chop down a tree. He can probably find you. I'm just saying.
Well, we shall be extra cautious then.
No big deal. Just saying.
Makes sense to me.
He'll kind of turn to the rest to Octavio and Ribic and say, perhaps our other companions will be ready by the time we attend to this issue. And who knows? Maybe we'll be 100 gold richer.
Yeah.
The problem is that she asked us to go check on her people to the east, and the ranger is to the west.
Yes, but the ranger is a task that like it'll only take us maybe a few hours to walk there, whereas the other task will require us to ride a full day at least on horseback. I would not like to make a journey like that without our full retinue.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
it's like an easy 100 gold versus a difficult 5 gold.
Also, yeah. Also, it's just I want to make sure that the rest of our party members have a chance to play too.
What? No.
And that seems like an involved thing that like we would have to spend time gathering them first and then go do it. And it's just like, let's just go do this thing. This is a much smaller task that we can do.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you can.
I want to do it anyway.
Okay. Do what you want to do. I'm fine with it.
Pirates are free. I'm a pirate.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. What are you doing? Pirate.
If everybody is in favor, then let's start making our way to the west.
I say yes. Let's go find this ranger that got lost in the woods.
That's so ironic.
Mm-hmm. It is.
The ranger who got lost in the woods. The most
His-
embarrassed ranger of all time.
It must not have been his favorite terrain.
Ah.
So you guys happen to be passing by a building here to your left. A sign out front that says the Tribor Travelers. You guys can make out about 5 or 6 rough-looking individuals. More than likely look like thugs. Just kind of glaring at you guys as you walk by.
Glare back.
I give him a glancing look and then just keep going because I don't care.
Then you are passing what looks to be another boarded up and empty building. There are several lewd phrases scrawled on the wooden planks of this particular building as you guys are walking by.
Seems
This
that
is a wholesome Christian anime.
it appears that the further we go in this direction, the more degenerate the town becomes.
Well, at least we know if we can't afford to stay at an inn, we can always, afford to break into a house.
We just squat in an abandoned house. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it could be pretty good.
I wonder if anyone lives there.
As you are walking by, one of the phrases says, "I'll let you play with mine."
Wow.
You come across a sort of dilapidated building out here to the northwest. Looks like a chilly, creaking, decrepit wooden rooming house. There's a sign out front, painted 6 individual windows. You get the feeling that this would be the establishment known as the 6 Windows.
You know, the last quest that we went on seemed more legit than this, and we didn't get paid.
Yeah.
I don't have high hopes for this.
Well,
We've got high hopes.
Damn it, he stole my joke.
yeah.
All right, so as you guys make your way into Garon's slumber, let's see. Give me a group survival check. So everybody in the group, you can roll a survival. Okay.
Oh, come on. It looks cocked on the screen, but I can't.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You guys are making your way down a path that seems to be sort of through the woods here. Right here at this particular cutoff, you notice that there is a trail that runs just a little bit into the woods here. Slightly larger than a game trail, Octavio. Rivik, you can make out some footprints on it. Seems to head into the woods that direction. That's an arrow for those of you that.
Mhm.
It's an arrow. Shh.
I see a crossbow.
I was gonna say crossbow too.
Crossbows have arrows.
Yeah. Actually, they have bolts.
Arr.
My, 50 DKP minus.
Yeah.
There you go, Jarrett. Go that way. That's the direction of the path.
Yep. Well,
Drew's just walking along like do 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 do.
pretty much.
We're not going that way.
Well, Drone will kind of say, perhaps you two should lead. I am not familiar with the ins and outs of forest navigation.
All right. So,
This is a battlefield I have not yet conquered.
let's see. What can I do here? I know that I have cat senses, but
Okay.
is there a... can I maybe try to sniff them out? Pick up a trail?
Sure. Why not? Let's do that. Go ahead and roll a perception. You can
My perception is terrible.
you could do so at advantage because you're going to use your
Oh, cool.
feline senses.
Awesome. All right, yeah.
To sniff it out. Okay.
Awesome. Let's see.
And then Ribbit can smell things
So-
with his tongue, right?
So you get down on all fours and you start
Hey.
sniffing one side of the trail and the other side of the trail and a tree. And then a squirrel catches your attention and you realize you're not a bloodhound.
Hmm.
Oh my
I'm gonna see-
goodness.
I'm kind of stalk the squirrel a little bit.
Roll stealth.
Oh, something that I am good at.
At normal. Not
At normal,
advantage.
don't.
That normal. I got it.
Okay.
I know I do that all the time. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We all do it.
Yeah, we forget. Okay.
Not that great.
You sort of bound off after the squirrel who just is up in a tree, looks down at you, and just and then runs up a tree even further.
I just make a paw at him.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see more footprints?
Sure. Do a perception check. Why not?
Why not? So I have. No.
I mean, the forest here, the Diderus here, looks to be pretty thick. I mean, maybe if you had some tracking skill, you might be able to find something. But the path does continue into the forest further. It seems to kind of meander between the trees back a ways. So you can follow it if you want to.
Well, if we're looking for a ranger and there's kind of a trail that's been beaten down, guess that's not a bad way to go. What do you guys think?
I mean, would a ranger leave an obvious trail?
No, he wouldn't.
Well, we don't honestly know why he was even here. We don't know whether he was trying to be stealthy or not.
That's true.
Well, I say if we have no other clues, following a footprint trail is not a bad idea.
Rivik, roll me a religion at advantage.
Religion at advantage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Being the most religious of the group, you imagine that people looking to sort of worship a god, even a god of tracking, would probably all congregate in like areas. So this path probably wasn't made by one ranger, more like several individuals probably trying to find a shrine of sorts, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it just would like logically, that people that are tending to try to, perform some sort of religious ceremonies, they might all go to the same place.
Well, if that's the case,
Wouldn't exactly be attempting to hide it.
Exactly.
so let's give the trail a shot, guys.
Sounds good to me. I'll follow your lead.
Same.
All right. Then climbing down the path, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on another map. Ignore the hex grid that is on this map. It's not particularly. I just pulled this off the internet somewhere. Yay.
I don't see a hex map.
There will be a Rivik, there will be an Octavio, and there will be a Droon. So let's put you guys over there. Nice map. So, you guys have traveled through the woods for probably about a half mile or so. The path has sort of become more of a trail than a game trail. It does look like multiple individuals have made this journey into the woods. Give me a group perception check.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Dan.
Waiting on the Octavio.
There it is. Got it. It does look like up ahead, the woods do seem to cut in a bit along this rocky cliff. So.
Okay, so is it like we can actually see all the way in there as we approach it, or is it like...
You can see, I mean, it's a ways away right now. I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to continue down the path towards that particular area. It's off the side there. So,
well, I guess what I'm asking if all this greenery here, is that bushes or is that like tree canopy?
this is a tree. This would be like the ferns and just random plant ditterus,
Okay.
in a forest.
Okay, so we would be able to see over some of that.
Yeah,
into this area if we approached it.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You would be able to see into that area if you approached it. But from where you're currently at, all you can tell is that there's an opening here where the rock wall does sort of open up a bit.
Okay. So, it's... The trail seems to be much wider here than before. So I can't imagine somebody being lost in this area.
Yeah. And all the footprints, I mean, it seems to be just humanoid footprints. I don't see any boars.
Yeah.
Like,
as we're walking, Drew kind of just face palms a little bit. All of a sudden, and he's just like, you know what we forgot to ask about? We forgot to ask about where the other adventurers were.
Ah,
His group of
That's a good
adventurers.
point.
We didn't even ask about that.
yeah, I guess. But
Hindsight.
well, hopefully they're not going to get our reward.
They're the ones that,
But-
that left the money there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, at least that's what she said.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll bump into them out here.
That is a possibility.
If they left the money there for people to get rewarded for finding their friend, then that must mean they care enough about him to look for him.
I guess that's a good sign.
Oh, look over there! Look at that giant hole in the cliff. Maybe we should go investigate that. Boy, howdy!
I mean, that does look cool.
Boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy!
And it looks like a place where boars might be.
You're starting to bore me.
Oh, there it is. I knew that was gonna come.
The puns.
Puns are real. As you guys get a little bit closer, you can see that this is an old campground. And there does appear to be sort of a rock well? At least from where you're currently standing, it seems to be a rock well.
Well, I used to live in a place just like this.
Place called Rockwell or Rockwell?
No, I mean, it looked like this.
Oh. I was also about to make another pun joke, but we moved on too quick.
Oh, what was it?
It was something involving Tuscany, because boars with tusks. You usually find boars in Tuscany. Dang it.
No. You're done. That's
Yeah.
it. That's.
Start storing them in the
Keep
In the-
them up.
in the sack. You know.
All
It's pretty handy.
the boar puns.
All the boar puns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty boring.
Is it?
Maybe.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, perhaps we should investigate. Maybe little Timmy fell down the well.
Oh.
You bored there, Rivik?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh. That's why we're kind of blindly rushing in to see if we can get some combat going.
So you guys are running into the well?
No.
We're jumping in the well.
Oh my god.
No, we're not. No.
I was not ready for that.
I'm not actually jumping.
Oh, okay. Phew.
Yeah.
That's a close call. Alright, so you get up to what looks to be an older campsite along with a well of some sort there. So
Can we make a nature check to see if we can figure out if anybody's been here recently?
sure can. Absolutely. You can either do nature or you can do survival.
I will assist if he makes it known that that's what we're doing.
I'll go for survival. Much better.
Okay.
Well, I didn't. Not much help.
Rivik, you take a look at the campground, and it does seem like someone was here a couple days ago. The campfire does not look like it was put out. It looks like it burned out, which you know to be really strange for a ranger. They would purposely put the fire out to prevent a forest fire. You do also see that there is two different unique sets of footprints.
So somebody was definitely here recently.
One of
What?
them leads out, or rather into this particular area. So one of them seems to come in and then lead to the campground. But the other one, do another survival check.
Okay.
So now that you realize that there are two different people here, and you're kind of trying to
Yeah.
check.
Wow.
Because the other set, oddly enough, you can determine that it seemed to come. Seemed to come out of the well.
We're in the ring, guys.
Oh no.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
So Samara is at the bottom. Yeah, so
No.
my mom used to tell us stories about Tabaxi girl who fell down in the well where we lived. But I think she just said that to scare us. Maybe we should check it out.
Just go stick our head in it.
Yeah, actually, I am gonna look down there.
Okay. You do have the dark vision. Do you not have the dark
I
vision?
do. I do have the dark vision.
You have the dark vision. Okay.
The dark vision.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I have the dirt vision.
The dark
I'm
vision.
not very perceptive, but I do have the dark vision.
Dark vision.
Uh,
Would you rather do investigation? Would that
I'm actually stronger in perception. So
Okay. Stronger in perception. It's,
So he said.
it's dark in the hole. It looks like due to the setting sun, it's really difficult to see down in there. It's hard to get your dark vision to kind of kick in. Just
I look back and I'm just like, I don't see anybody in there. It's just dark.
So, assuming that Rivik shared his findings with us,
Totally
we
did.
know. Totally did. Okay. We know that somebody left the campsite, but we also know that somebody entered the campsite from well. Do we know? We know that they're two different people. So we know that there's something weird about this well, and we also know that they lit a campfire and did not put it out for one reason or another.
I pointed at Droon and I'm like, the well is interdimensional.
No.
I mean,
and he's not wrong. It's a different dimension from where you're standing. It's down.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Because I can do this. There's just sticks lying around, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's just sticks laying around.
Oh no.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. I'm gonna grab a stick
Okay.
and I'm going to use one of my cantrips of light
Oh, okay.
on the stick.
All right.
Okay. I was worried for a second there, because as he's doing this, Drew was going to explain that Dahara, whatever the heck her name was, I gotta keep looking at my bio. Darathra was mentioning something about the laws of Tribor. They're
Yeah,
very
don't cut
protective,
down a tree. We got that.
and also don't light fires.
And I wasn't lighting a fire. I'm just
Well-
casting.
He wasn't admonishing you. He's just saying, like they lit a fire. The campers who were here lit a fire.
Yes, that's very true.
So
I'm not gonna light a fire though.
perhaps there's something to this area. Some entity might have intervened on the god's behalf.
Probably the trees. Trees get mad about stuff like that.
Well, like I said, I grabbed a stick and I cast light on it.
Okay, so you have a lit stick.
I have a lit stick.
Uh-huh.
Lit stick?
Lit stick.
Lit stick.
I got a glow stick. It's time to rave.
Oh, sorry.
That's the sound it makes as it clacks down the well.
that was my next option, as I was gonna drop the lit stick down the well.
Okay. You drop the lit stick down the
The
well.
beat. Drop the beat.
Drop the beat. Oh my god, you guys are great, by the way.
Everybody fucking jump!
So, yeah, it drops all the way down, and at the bottom, there's a little bit of a sploosh as it sort of lands at the very bottom. But you can see the stick still is lit. It has fallen down about 30 feet deep into the hole, and it's giving off not as much light as it seems to be laying in about 2 feet of water down there. But you can tell from its light that it is giving off that there seems to be a passage underneath the well.
Got any rope?
Yes, we have lots of rope. We should have lots of rope because there's like 50 feet of it in every one of our packs.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
yes, I got rope right here. And Droon will just like unclip his rope or wherever the heck he has it. I don't know.
I mean, I'm a really good climber, so maybe I'm perfectly willing to go in first, but
You do have dark vision.
yeah.
Again,
I do.
truth.
All right. Fair enough.
Seems reasonable.
We're gonna tie off a rope to a really heavy rock,
Okay.
and then slowly lower Octavio down.
Okay. All right. So Octavio, you're slowly going down this particular small, tiny hole. You get to the bottom of it, and the tunnel itself seems to be, the bottom of the well. It's no bigger around than the well itself, but the wall that kind of goes towards the north there on your map does look like it fell back through, and the water seems to have kind of eroded that. There is about a 5-foot tall sort of tunnel back in there. You can see that it goes back a little ways, not too far though.
So
He
I
can
call.
pick up the lit stick.
Yeah, pick up the lit stick
Okay.
Use it
when I
as a
get to the
torch.
bottom and like walk over to where it looks like maybe there was a cave in and see like, does it look like we can get through there? Basically.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check. However, after consulting the rules on this one, you have to roll at disadvantage due to the fact that you can't see. Oh no, you have the lit stick. Never mind. You're not using dark vision. You're using the lit stick.
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead and roll in perception.
Awesome.
This is a new item for the entire group, the lit stick.
The lit
Yes.
stick.
The lit stick. Perception 8.
Oh.
It goes back probably about 30 feet and turns. You notice that the tunnel is probably only about 5 feet wide for a good 15 feet, and then you can tell that it might go up, but it's really difficult to tell from here.
So I'll call back and be like, it looks like it's pretty blocked in down here. We might be able to get through, but
There's a passage?
there is, but it's tough. I mean, I can get through it, but Droon, I don't know if that's gonna work for you.
I'm 5'9". The passage is only 5 feet. Nah, that's not gonna work.
I mean, you could squeeze. It's not like how wide is the passage?
I'd say probably about 3 feet wide.
No.
You could squeeze through it. He would probably have to crawl.
I would have to be like super careful, but you guys could get through there. No.
Yeah,
without much
you would have to crawl, Drew, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, I'll have no problem getting through it, but you, Droon, And also, it looks like it turns maybe upward, so that could be bad.
Well, I am no stranger to dank caverns and closed spaces.
Dank.
Dank caverns, yes.
Dank.
Droon is no stranger to the dank.
420, light it.
Oh my god.
Fireball it. All right.
I got
He's got
nothing.
the
Yeah.
lipstick. He can smoke the whole thing.
Down you go.
You guys are so bad.
What? We're right on track, man. We're focused.
It's all
Yeah,
good. You're fine. You're fine.
Got this.
All right, you're next, Rivik.
Ah, crapola.
Okay,
All
so Drood, you're holding onto the rope while Rivik climbs down.
And we tied off the rope to a giant rock, remember?
What
Is
giant
there
rock?
is there a giant rock nearby?
There's
Oh,
a bunch of rocks nearby.
Here, let me do a perception real quick.
there's a bunch of
I'll do
rocks
that.
nearby, but I mean, if you want to tie off the rope, go ahead and give me a survival.
All right. You want
Who-
to like
who
tag
wants to
team
roll
this?
That? Who wants
Let's
to
tag
roll that?
team
Okay.
Your survival is probably better, so I will help you.
Alright.
Roll my
Not so much.
See if I help you.
So roll again. You could
I
have
have
rolled
to
at
roll again?
yeah. You could have rolled at advantage with his health.
Oh.
I don't know about that because I rolled a 4 to help him.
No, that doesn't. You don't need to roll.
Oh,
Okay.
Better.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
Better.
when you're helping another character, the person that you're helping gets to roll with advantage.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll remember that.
However, interesting new rule, not new rule, but another dungeon master that I know uses this, and so I'm going to kind of incorporate it into my game. As a general rule, I'm only going to allow you to help another person if one of you is proficient with the skill.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the person with the proficiency gets to roll at advantage. So.
Well, I definitely didn't have proficiency.
That's fine.
but-
That's okay. We're also running 2 people down tonight, so it's okay for me to like hand wave my own rule.
Got it.
But this
Okay.
way, it prevents the party from like I just want to help, so we are rolling every single check with advantage.
Yeah,
That's
fair
not
enough.
Right.
ridiculous.
that's cool.
But
While they're working on getting
Yeah.
down,
uh-huh.
can I move to the next section and check that out?
You just
You want to go off without
you're just
us?
gonna go ahead and move in.
I'm gonna move into the part where you said it looked like it kind of maybe turned and kind of peek. Take a look.
Okay.
So, like, 20, 30
Go ahead and give me a perception check then. Yeah. Go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay,
I know you're good at these things. It's fine.
absolutely. Perception is my best ability.
Yes, I know. It's right up there with your intelligence rolls.
Yeah, intelligence, perception, off the charts.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Hold on just a minute there, Octavio. Give me a second to set this up. I gotta set
Set up your death.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get like pulled into the ceiling and eaten by spiders like another person I know?
No.
Don't do that to me.
Don't you wish that evil upon me, Ricky Bobby?
Okay. So did the new map load there, Octavio?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you can tell that this is a cave here. Okay. This little entranceway that you're standing in right here is the area that you're peeking into. Okay, so you're not actually in
In there.
this
yeah.
cave, but I just put your token there for a frame of reference, okay?
Gotcha.
You could tell that there is a cave here that seems to go back a little bit, and there is a cave that sort of goes through a passageway. So there is like a
Cave of
raised
Wonders.
there is like a raised spot right there. You can see that, there is, sorry, let me click on this a little more, a higher up cave up here somewhere, and somewhere over here. But
And Octavio's got the lit stick, so
Yeah.
I don't think that you're using the lit stick to look in there, or are you?
Currently, I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you can see from that.
Okay.
All right, so Rivet gets down there.
Yes, Rivet gets down there.
And I
Alright.
do my best to. How wide is the well itself?
Normal well size?
Okay, so it's about 5 feet wide or 4 feet wide.
Yeah. Drag Rivik over here.
I guess if I wanted to, and I wanted to use athletics or something, I could just like sidle down it, you know.
Yeah, you
But
could.
I'm not gonna risk that. Just gonna use like a
Alright, so you gotta get down there, and then Droon, so for a little while, you're gonna be moving at like really slow speeds.
like 5-foot steps.
Yeah, it's just you're gonna have to crawl to get like through the passage, and you might get stuck. Your horn might get stuck on the roof once, and you'll have to like dig it out. And it's like, shit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I hope nobody wants to get out.
Not in a
That
hurry,
it.
at least.
That ain't happening.
I'm gonna go ahead and like jump up this little cliff here.
You gonna try to climb it?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll me.
It's like-
Yeah, well, you've got a climbing speed, don't you?
I do.
You got a climbing speed.
Hold the stick in your mouth and just like jump up there.
Yep.
the lit stick.
All right.
The lit stick.
Let's see.
Yep.
TM.
The lit stick TM.
Trademark lit stick.
Yeah, there you go. You're gonna forge yourself an empire based on the lit stick.
Ah.
You're even gonna have lit stick brand lipstick.
Oh my gosh.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's go ahead and reveal the whole map for you guys then, if that's the case.
I'll just pretend like I can't see.
No, it's fine. You can have gotten to this point in time.
Close
Oh.
your eyes.
I'm amazed. I thought you were gonna throw us some combat while I was stuck in the tunnel.
Not necessarily.
You're such a generous GM.
Occasionally. Finish revealing the top half of the map here. Boom. Oh, little square right there. Since you just jumped right up there, Octavio, lighting the whole friggin' thing up. It's what you guys can see of this particular map. And you can also tell that there seems to be someone back there in the cave.
Oh, there's a person over there.
There's a person over there.
Hey, person over there.
Seems to be an elderly lady.
Seems to be.
Seems to be.
I
Okay.
mean, from where you're standing, it looks like a cloaked figure.
Hello.
Dragon Age Origins taught me anything. It's to be wary of elderly ladies.
Oh, dude.
I say, hello, young lady.
You know,
Good
what are you-
day.
What are you doing in this cave?
I live here.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing in my home?
Oh, just passing through. No trouble.
Passing through? There's nowhere to go.
Really?
well,
Because
we
like
came-
it looks like there's
found
light
our way
over
down
there.
here by a well.
I don't think we.
Broke into my home to
Oh, no,
pass
no, no.
through?
No. We didn't know that you lived here. We didn't. We thought it was just a cave. We you know, we mean no trouble.
Oh, well, feel free to have a look around. Would you care for some tea?
Hey, Droon.
And I'm like busy trying to like pluck myself out of the into the entrance.
Do we want tea?
Tea.
Tea from who?
Yeah, tea.
I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. From who? From who?
Agatha!
Oh my.
From Agatha.
Isn't that
Agatha
the name?
Christie!
Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie.
We don't. Do we know? You know who that name? Does that name mean to us?
Roll a history.
All right, I will indeed. I will do that.
Roll a history.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that means nothing to you.
Maine
Well-
needs Jack and shit to you, pal.
I mean, like, I.
Clearly that's her name.
So Agatha Christie. I mean, he's not really sure what to say because we're in a cave. How can you? Who's gonna make tea down here? I mean, it would be rude not to say yes. But what are they doing down here in the first place?
So you guys are down there now in the cabin, in
Yeah.
the cave. So you can move your tokens around now
Okay.
freely.
How high is the bridge that he's standing on?
About 10 feet up.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I like to roll an athletics check to see if I can get up the same way Octavio did.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll an athletics check. Octavio, you notice Rivik coming over to start climbing
Yeah,
the wall,
no.
and he like grabs a rock, and
Yeah,
the rock comes
yeah.
out in his hand.
I'll try to grab him and help him up.
Okay, go ahead and do another athletics, Rivik, at advantage.
Athletics at advantage.
Because Octavio has proficiency in athletics.
Oh.
I do. That's something I actually can do.
Yes!
There it goes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Man, I'm not athletic at all, man.
Rivik reaches up and grabs another rock, so, Octavio, you reach down and grab him, by his hand, and his hand just whoop right out of yours, and you're looking at him like, did he do that on purpose?
yeah. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
So-
looking around, you could tell that there does seem to be a couple of different paths up to this high level. You could come up this way if you just pass underneath the bridge over here, and you could also come up this way. So you could let him know that there's other ways up.
I could.
But you're not gonna. That's okay.
You want to
It's
watch
too entertaining to watch me fall on my ass over and over and over.
Yes, it is. So while they're doing that, if I walk up here,
Mhm.
just by laughing, trying to hold my laughter in, I'm gonna. I will probably notice that there's a pathway if I'm this close.
You can notice the pathway. It goes underneath that bridge right there, and
Okay.
it goes down
Well,
a little bit right here, and then levels out. And
Well, while you try and get up there, I'm gonna take a look around. So
I will tell Droon that it looks like the path connects if he doesn't want to climb up.
but you didn't tell.
Tell Droon, but you won't tell Rivik.
Well, Rivik will hear me say that, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. You'll pretty much hear everything we're saying,
I'll follow Droon.
which means that the lady can hear everything we're saying probably.
So, tea. What kind of tea are you making?
Oh, dearie, just my usual tea. A little bits I pick up from here and there.
So you go out of the cave?
Well, yes, of course.
Okay. You didn't say any ingredients, though. I mean, normally people are very, particular about their ingredients.
Well, I believe there's some mushrooms. Yeah, yeah. And perhaps some tongue of bat?
There's bats in the cave. Is that where you get that?
Yes, of course. Where else would you get those from, dearie? Come,
Well, yeah.
come, sit.
I will move closer, but I won't necessarily quite come and sit. I'm trying to like stall a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, like go like right there next to the thing, or on the other side of the bridge there.
Yeah, like not even other side of the bridge, like close to the other side of the bridge.
So, I messaged in chat because you were talking at the time. I didn't want to interrupt you, but
Nope, that's fine.
so when I notice the items there, I'm going to, because Rubik's right next to me, I'm gonna kind of like, tap him on the shoulder and whisper as quietly as I can. Look over there. There's bones along the cave wall. Did it actually come through? I don't know if it actually came.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So are they like over here somewhere?
Yeah, like piles of bones all along the back wall here.
Um.
should warn Octavio
Well,
quietly.
we don't. I want to do a quick investigation
Okay.
to see if the bones have been there a long time, or if they like. Are there any clothes or items or anything like that that look like fresh adventure? Because obviously somebody came out of the well, and I'm willing to believe that it's this person here. So,
Okay.
What are those? Those are the bones.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check. Why not? 12.
Didn't roll the dice.
So these bones appear to be various animals, different species of animals, and different. Sorry, the family's home, so they were saying hi. The wife
Okay.
and kid were home. Was distracted. But they do appear to be different types of things. You do pick up a humanoid skull. And you can tell that there's at least 3 others there.
Okay. Is there any like equipment nearby, or like do any of them look like they've been freshly killed, or?
You can't tell if any of these bones have been freshly killed. Go ahead and roll an investigation, though.
Can I also roll investigation?
Oh come on! That looks like a 20
I mean,
on my
It
screen.
does.
I mean, you can, yeah, you can come over and take a look.
Cool.
I am not proficient in investigation, so I don't.
Neither am
Really
I. So,
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll it, man.
Such crap. It's more a
Oh,
20
wait.
than anything else.
Damn it.
Oh, well, luckily I get to take the left-hand one, so...
I forgot to turn off advantage. Damn it.
It's all right. It happens.
I've done it too many times.
Rivik, there's a message to you.
I see that. I place my hand on Drune's shoulder and whisper quietly. I want to be quiet about it.
Okay.
These bones have teeth marks on them, Drune, and she's the only one down here. Hello?
I heard you. Sorry. I was thinking.
Dumbfounded adventurer.
Still trying to stall. I'm moving a little bit closer.
Don't
So-
be shy.
We
Right. I'm not shy.
Come closer. Let
I don't
Agatha
actually-
see you. My old eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
I don't actually drink a lot of tea, but I do appreciate hospitality. I mean,
Do you now?
of course.
We should.
What is taking your friend so long?
Basically, I was gonna say we should get up to him quickly.
Start moving.
Yeah. So go ahead and continue talking, but we're gonna start making our way up.
Okay.
Up to the
I mean, they like to check out things, and they. I mean, it's an amazing cave, amazing home you have here.
It's almost quite like it. Yes.
It's almost like a castle or
lair.
something like that.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Such a handsome young man.
Yeah, and I smile again with the big teeth.
Ooh, those are pretty. She reaches down and pulls out this necklace of teeth, and she kind of like holds it up and jingles it a little bit. Like mine?
What kind of teeth are they?
Do a perception check.
Oh God! I get
Octavio, you
I
need
keep,
to-
keep getting hit with perception checks. It's like,
Well, you said specifically you weren't getting closer.
nice.
God, man, you cannot roll for perception today.
They look.
oh, she's totally legit.
She doesn't seem to be like showing them directly to you. She just seems to be like dangling them in front of her.
Move a little closer. I trust her a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, we don't really. At least you don't have a reason to mistrust her,
Yeah.
other than the fact that it's kind of weird that there's a creepy old lady in a dark cave underground. You know.
For sure.
And a pile of bones with teeth marks on them.
Well, he doesn't know that.
That's true.
Like, so mushroom tea, huh?
Yes. There's a message to you.
Okay.
Psychedelics. She can send you on a trip.
So where do you get your teeth? Where like, do you have a jeweler or a merchant or something?
She pours some tea into a cup. Here, have some tea and I will tell you all about it.
Okay. And I look over and I don't see the rest of the party, so but then I look back and I see him behind me. And I'm like, oh,
We're making our way up.
take a step back. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So we're gonna make our way up to where Octavio is.
Okay, hold on.
Click.
There's another message to Octavio.
Clicky clack.
Okay.
Oh, there you are, dearies. Agatha gets so lonely. Won't you please come have some tea?
I look over my shoulder and I see Droon, and I look at Droon and I just kind of like just very briefly just shake my head no, like
Yeah. And so Droon will kind of look at her and say, forgive our brusqueness, but we came down here seeking some friends of ours. They've been missing for quite some time, and we were hoping to see if they had fallen down here.
No one falls down here. No one visits poor Agatha.
Well, I mean, you must get out at sometime, because you know how can you eat? There must.
yeah. I mean,
there's nothing down here.
tell us more about the teeth. Like, where did you get the teeth, the people teeth, the necklace with the people teeth on it?
Come, have tea. Sit and talk with Agatha.
Getting Dragon Age flashbacks. Hard, man.
Agatha.
What about that large sword back there? Like, where did you get that?
I used to be an adventurer back in the day.
Really?
Oh,
Alright! There
Uh-huh.
it is. It's about damn time.
Message to you, Jarrett.
Okay. I don't think I needed a natural 20 to figure that one out.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and I will step forward. And
Tea?
I will have my weapon's not like fully readied, but it's in my hand, and I'll say, "Come now, Agatha. We're not like the other killed him. We've seen the bone.
What
Show us.
bones? Dearie?
You're not fooling anyone."
Oh, I'm not, am I? Agatha slowly stands up to her little, 5-foot hunched height. Fool you, do you think not?
Got a bad feeling.
She's asking, do I think not? Is that what she said?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We found the human remains. We found the teeth marks on them. You may not know what you are, but we know what you are not. You are not.
Yes? Dearie, I am not what?
Oh, I said human.
Oh.
It must have cut out. You know what I mean?
I may not be human. This much might be true. But do you know what you are? You are dinner!
Yeah, combat.
What's that? What is that?
What is? Yeah. You know, I am definitely developing a distaste for people who live in caves and eat humans. You know, I like to eat stuff. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
What?
It's a demon.
Oh no!
Run away, little ones! Run away! He reaches over and grabs his glaive. Roll initiative.
Jesus.
Oh no!
Oh
Nice.
man.
Nice. Hey, at least you did the initiative thing right. That was cool. Let's see. Is it gonna work if I have my thing popped out? I think it should. Oh, mine's not much better.
No.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god!
This is the worst day.
Fantastic.
Oni gets to go first, and we all get to follow after.
Oh boy. This thing is gonna go ahead and just whip that glaive down on top of Droon, just gonna wickedly spin it in its hands and just dinner is served. So this is gonna be at Droon. That's a 24 to hit.
That's definitely going to hit, yes.
That's going to be 19 points of slashing damage.
Holy shit.
It's gonna whip that glaive around again, and then it's gonna take one more swipe at you. This one, however, is 11, so you throw up your shield after getting massively hit in the chest. Ooh! Kind of rocked back a little bit with that.
So you said it was 19 for the first hit?
19 for the first hit, yeah.
Holy crap. Alright, let's see.
That brings up Droon.
Am I at... I'm having a hard time mathing for some reason. 68 minus 19. That's...
Something 9.
49?
There you go.
Sure.
49. Jeez.
Sounds right.
Oh wow, this one hits hard. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move kind of out of the way. And then I'm going to say, geez, what am I gonna say? I guess I'll say this meal's fighting back or something like that. Whatever.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and hit it. Actually, see, I wasn't quite ready for this type of combat. Let me see if I have. Okay. That is a one action. I'm sorry, I'm checking my spells and stuff real quick.
Okay.
Because I...
Be ready for your next turn.
Yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and just attack this first turn.
Okay.
Just to get something going.
Sure. Think about your strategy as you develop.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and roll for my Great Axe.
Great Axe!
Okay.
25 is gonna nail this ugly creature pretty much in the chops.
And slash him with my axe, and then I'm going to also be using a Divine Smite.
Okay.
Real quick, let me check my things here. I have 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do it at 2nd level.
Okay, so that would be a total of 3d8. It's 2d8 for a level 1, and then an extra d8 for the level 2.
Okay, so 3d8.
Plus your Great Axe damage.
Yeah, I'm going to roll the Great Axe damage first. And then I will do 3d8. And I don't think it adds anything for the radiant damage.
What do you mean?
When I do for the damage of my smite, I don't think it does anything additional damage. It's not like 3d8 plus whatever. It's just 3d8.
It's just 3d8.
Okay. Nice. And then I will make a second attack as part of my attack action. Oh, that's not the right thing.
That's not the right thing.
That's
So the first chop comes down into the Oni's chest, and the flash of divine light kind of sparks out from it. But the second time around, it flips its glaive and just deflects your axe out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Any bonus actions that you want to do?
I don't think I have any.
Okay.
Other than spells.
I'm gonna move on to Octavio then.
There's a branding smite. Oh, well, I should have done that beforehand. That's okay.
All right, Octavio, you are up.
All right. So, at this point, I would like to rage. Because there was a moment there where I was stuck in the philosophy about things eating each other, and it's all done now.
Okay.
My mind is cleared. I'm going to move in, and I am going to attack recklessly.
Okay.
So let's see. We'll
Get
go
advantage on your attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. That's going to nail this son of a gun. Wow! In the other chest, leaving a large gash across its chest.
Nice.
Rejects.
Rejects. And that already includes your +2 from rage damage, right? Yeah. So that's a total of 13 points slashing damage to it. Great big old cut along this Oni's ribs and down. You're gonna bring around your second attack.
Oh, yeah. Second time.
Quick question: do I still have the magical armor bonus from your forge thing? Perfect.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. So I think my armor class is 18 then? Cool.
Your second attack is going to go ahead and cut it right across the abdomen.
Nice.
Minus 12 points of slashing damage. This thing lets out another howl. Agatha will gnaw your bones. Brings up Rivik.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual weapon. I do believe we have a spiritual weapon token somewhere for you. I have to find it though.
I think it was a longsword last time, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
And that sounds good.
I have to find your tokens because I guess I don't have it. Oh, bummer. I'm gonna have to incorporate a freaking weapon. So you want a longsword?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll with it.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, you know, the casting of the spiritual weapon is just gonna unfortunately miss the Oni.
Okay. And as my action, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Unfortunately, you can't do both in the same turn. When you cast,
Really?
when you cast a spell with a bonus action casting time, the only other spell that you can cast that turn is a cantrip.
Then I'll do that.
So you would have to do one of your damaging cantrips, like
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. So that's a dexterity saving throw. You should be able now to move that token of the sword around, Rivik. You want to try for me?
Yeah, 1 second. I can.
Okay, cool, awesome. Then that's yours to feel free to do with as you will. Dexterity saving throw by the creature comes out to be a 21.
Do you want me to roll Sacred Flame?
No, I believe a 21 would save, and so there's no damage.
Okay.
With that.
So don't even bother clicking it.
Yeah, unfortunately. But that brings up the Agatha's turn. You all hit hard. Your muscles must be strong. I can't wait to gnaw at them. And she vanishes from sight.
What?
I knew I should have done the other thing first, but I wasn't have time to. Ah, shit.
You hear her. Catch me if you can, pretties. Catch me if you can. Drew,
She left.
you could just hear her voice echoing throughout the caves.
Probably not.
So, shit. And see, I don't know. Like, my character wouldn't know the capabilities of the other players, right? Like, it wouldn't know that certain people have certain spells and stuff, right?
Probably not. That's if you think it's meta knowledge, then I would say you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, I think it's meta knowledge see. We need a way to find her. Whatever. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to yell out after her. I'll say, let's see. What the frick is my organization again? The Lord's Alliance. Yeah. So I'm basically gonna yell out, "I am Groot of the Lord's Alliance. My holy power will expose you no matter where you hide." And
Okay.
I'm going to use my divine presence.
You mean your divine sense?
Or it says divine presence. I might have typed it in wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
I get it at first level for paladin.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess divine sense. As an action, I can open my awareness to detect such forces until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
Okay. One moment, please.
I hope this works. I don't actually know if this qualifies as a fiend, but
There is a message to you.
Okay.
Do you have a bonus action that you would like to do?
Let's see. Damn it.
Opened up your awareness. You like, where are you?
Well, I don't want to follow up, my awesome speech with the "Where are you?" because then it kind of defeats the purpose of it. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Rivik, or Octavio, and Octavio, just kind of like out to them, just like, do you see her? Can you sense her? Let's see. I don't think I have Compel Duel. Yeah, see, I do have bonus action stuff, but I can't use it unless I can see the person. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, can I like do anything, like ready anything as a bonus action, or
Not really.
like,
Readying something is
or something?
Yeah, readying something is an action.
That is not what I meant to do. Ignore that.
Okay. Well, you could cast that if you want.
I don't have it selected as a prepared spell today.
Okay. All right, Octavio. It's crazy.
All right,
Lady
so-
just yelled something and disappeared.
Jeez. I guess like my first thing is to try to like move forward and like look around
Okay.
and see if she like ran up into some hole up there or something like that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check then.
Which I have established I'm really good at.
Yes. Yes. Natural 20.
Do it.
Oh.
Do it. Good.
Looking around.
Oh,
You're fine. I take the 11, so I'm taking the roll on the left.
call it cat senses.
Yeah, so, you run into the room, you're just really mad. Where did she go? And you don't really see or sense anything anywhere.
Like I don't see her. She's gone.
Do we know what manner of creature that was?
Like a bad one.
That brings up Rivik. Unless there's a bonus action or anything else you want to do, Octavio. Is there anything else you can think of?
Bonus actions can happen before or after your action, right?
Yep. You
Okay,
can
cool.
decide.
Okay. I don't have anything.
Do you want to injure yourself so that you can maintain your rage.
Ooh, that's actually an interesting idea.
Until you, destroy yourself.
Destroy yourself.
No,
There's,
I wouldn't say that. I would say roll 1d4, and if you just either your axe on the inside of your arm or on your palm, if you roll 1d4 worth of damage, then
make it more realistic. I'll just walk over and slap the spiritual weapon out of the way.
Okay. So still roll 1d4, but don't apply your rage, because you're willing, the half damage you would take from rage, you're willingly taking this damage so that you keep raging. So it's just 1d4 worth of damage so that the rage doesn't end. But, the reduction doesn't count for this one. It's kind of a DM throw-in. So take 2 points of damage, and then you maintain your rage this round, essentially.
Awesome.
So you just slap that sword out of your way, and you're all like, ah! All right, Rivik.
Okay. So if I do a concentration spell, can I still do other bonus actions while maintaining that concentration?
If they require concentration, anything that requires concentration drops. So if you cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action and it requires concentration, as soon as you cast another concentration spell, that first one ends.
Spiritual weapon doesn't require concentration, but the next spell I want to use is gonna require concentration.
Then that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So spiritual weapon can stay active even
Correct.
while I'm concentrating on another spell.
Correct.
Thank you.
Hence why I love it.
I would like to cast Detect Evil and Good, which for the duration up to 10 minutes, I'll know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
I have to click it though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It detects evil, right?
Detects. Okay.
Is there any bonus actions that you want to do, Rivik?
There's nothing I can do.
I know! That's why it's so great!
Oh.
I wasted a spell.
Well, not necessarily. I know what happened.
What happened?
I'm not gonna say anything because that's meta knowledge.
Okay.
That's meta knowledge.
Meta knowledge. I have a very strong suspicion I know what this creature's all about.
Alright, so, from across the cave, Agatha pops into view momentarily. I don't know if you guys can see her now.
I can.
Over here. Mm-hmm. She holds out her hands in this and is like, perhaps you all need to chill! And casts Cone of Cold.
Oh,
that's a really big cone.
That's why he was measuring earlier.
That's a really big cone.
Cone of Cold happens to be a 60-foot cone. So,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so anything within 60 feet of her. Oh, look!
So now
Interesting
we have to roll saving
coincidence.
throws, right?
Yes. So I need each one of you to make a Constitution saving throw. That's a fail.
Yeah, I know.
That's a pass.
What the hell?
And
Why
that's
am I
a fail.
rolling so many damn twos?
Today has been a bad day for the
Dude.
dice. For everybody.
So Rivik is going to take 36 points of cold damage.
Holy crap.
Rune is going to take 36 points of cold damage. And Octavio is going to take half of 36, which is going to be, math it out, 15 plus 3 is 18.
Okay.
Are you the type of barbarian that is resistant to all the types of damages? No, you're the berserker barbarian.
All the types, no.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So I need Rivik to also make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on Detect Evil and Good, unless you are not going to maintain that spell.
I think I'm gonna let it go.
As it's not doing you any good right this moment.
Yeah, it's not doing me any good, so I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
It's a
Then
waste of a spell.
Then the Oni is going to go ahead and fly and land down over here.
Trying to prevent our escape.
I mean,
Who's
doing a very
bloodied?
good job.
Who's bloodied? Is that Droon? Droon's bloodied, aren't you?
I am definitely bloodied.
Yeah, you are. So,
Yeah.
I think this is where we're going to pause this episode of
Holy
Friends
crap.
of Thunder.
Oh.
And we'll come back to the group to see what they should decide to do with Agatha Christie and her little home away from home. Maybe they run back to town, grab the other, crew members, and come back for some revenge. Who knows? Tune in next time and find out. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.